Good evening and welcome to the evening news. My name is Oluchi Amuda. State governments have tackled the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, for requesting an additional subsidy refund of 1.19 trillion naira for July 2024, citing exchange rate differentials on premium motor spirit importation and joint venture taxes. State government is not happy with the National Oil Company over the latest request, as the raise concerns over NNPCL's accounting practices. The findings were based on the Federation Account Allocation Committee post-mortem subcommittee report for September 2024. The report revealed that exchange rate differentials stood at 4.56 trillion naira as of June 2024 due to under-recovery on petrol imports between August 2023 and June 2024, but the figure increased to 5.31 trillion naira by July 2024. The NNPCL attributed the rise to fluctuations in foreign exchange rates and unresolved subsidy payments from previous months. Meanwhile, the National Assembly has questioned President Bola Tinubu's loan request, as some revenue-generating agencies of the federal government disclosed that they had already surpassed their budgetary revenue targets for 2024. The chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, Zach Adeleke, said the federal government generated 1.5 trillion naira in education tax, a substantial amount above its 70 billion naira target. Adeleke made this known during an interactive session with the National Assembly's Joint Committee on Finance, Budget and National Planning on 2025 to 2027 medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper. The revenue-generating agencies in their separate presentations before the joint committees on 2024 budget performance and revenue projections for the 49.7 trillion naira 2025 budget made excess revenue target submissions in the 2024 fiscal year. This revelation of education tax profit came to the fore amidst lamentations of recent school fees hike across the board. According to Adeleke, on company income tax, 4 trillion naira was targeted, but 5.7 trillion naira has been realized so far. The Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company has concluded arrangement to combat energy theft across its network. A statement released by spokesperson Busola Mituwashe, the DISCO confirmed the partnership with the Special Investigation and Prosecution Task Force on Electricity Offenses to identify, investigate, and prosecute individuals involved in energy theft. The statement quoted the firm's acting managing director, Francis Ogoha, as reiterating the company's zero-tolerance policy on energy theft, warning of severe consequences for offenders. It disclosed that over 8,000 cases of energy theft, including meter bypass and tampering, were recorded between January and October 2024, resulting in financial losses amounting to hundreds of millions of naira. The Federal Capital Territory Commissioner of Police, Tunji Disu, ordered that vehicles without number plates should be impounded across the territory. He also ordered the deployment of more personnel and equipment for patrols and stop and search operations throughout the nation's capital. A statement by the command spokesperson, Josephine Adi, also said regulations regarding covered number plates and tinted glasses would be enforced. She urged residents to bear with the command, as some of these moves might cause inconvenience to commuters, among others. She said the FCT Police Command is deploying additional personnel and equipment for patrols, stop and search operations, and surveillance throughout the Federal Capital Territory. This initiative aims to combat rising incidents of one-chance crimes and car thefts. As part of efforts to combat the Lakurawa sect, the federal government will deploy more military personnel and formations in the states where the terrorists operate. Information says the sect, which operates in northwest states of Sokoto and Kebbi, has moved into Niger State in north-central Nigeria, as well as Kaduna State. The Sokoto state government asserted that it was concerned about the lives and property of its people, noting that security topped its 9-point agenda. The special advisor on security matters to Governor Ahmad Aliyu, Colonel Ahmed Usman retired, said the federal government promised to deploy more security operatives in the state to tackle the sect that attacked Mere Village in Kebbi State leaving 17 residents dead early this month. Moving on to sports, the 2025 Qatar Open Golf Championship 39th edition will for the first time ever feature 2 amateur golfers from Nigeria. This was the outcome of the Rebuilding Trust Showcasing Talents themed golf competition organized by the High Performance Center and Sports Leadership Hub of the Sports University of Nigeria in Doha, state capital of Qatar. According to Dr. Lukoya, Director of High Performance Center and Sports Leadership Hub, Nigeria golfers since 2006 have been blacklisted by the Qatari authorities for failure to honor previous invitations, despite the golfers being granted visas and other travel support. Rather than play, they absconded upon arriving in the country. Dr. Lukoya said all these are about to change as the sporting diplomacy embarked upon by the Lukoya-led High Performance Center and Sports Leadership Hub had yielded bountiful opportunities for Nigerian amateur golfers once again, and they are gradually changing the narratives. On the foreign scene, prosecutors in France have demanded the maximum 20-year prison sentence for a man who organized the mass rape of his then wife for almost a decade. Dominique Pellicotte knocked his wife, Gisele Pellicotte, unconscious with drugs and invited dozens of strangers to abuse her in their family homes in Paris and the southern town of Mazen between 2011 and 2020. The 71-year-old admitted to all charges against him in a trial that has scandalized France and drawn worldwide attention to the issue of sexual violence. 49 other men have also been put on trial for participating in the abuse. Prosecutors are expected to announce what sentences they will seek against the accused over the next 2 days. Prosecutors have rejected arguments made by many, aged between 21 and 60 at the time of the assault, that they believed that they were participating in a consensual fantasy or were not in their right mind. Footage played in court over recent weeks, part of some 20,000 videos and pictures recorded by Dominique Pellicotte showed the seller lying motionless while men assaulted her. And that ends the evening news on OSBC TV. Thank you for watching. Do join us at 7 for the major reports. Good evening.